What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a recap of Monday Night Football for the NFL 2017 Week 12 season. Now, the Thanksgiving games were pretty good. I've already recapped those if you want to check it out on the channel right here. But we're going to jump ahead into the final one for the week. And the one thing that I can tell you about this game that I know a lot of you were thinking, because I know geniuses think alike, so everybody that's watching this video right now with me is a genius, right? Deshaun Watson not being a part of the Texans, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, you know, when he was doing the things he was doing, he was always very, very close to, you know, to beating Tom Brady, beating these great veteran quarterbacks, going to Seattle, almost winning, and then now you got Tom Savage. So I'm not going to knock the Texans, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Clowney is the brightest spot for that team, and that's including with J.J. Watt coming back from injury and stuff like that. Clowney is special. That defense is special. It's just that, you know, like I said, people don't realize how valuable a quarterback is. And that's why Tom Brady gets so much praise, because he's 40 years old and he's out there balling, and he's the only other person that stands in the way with Carson Wentz for getting MVP. Now, more than likely, they will give it to Carson Wentz, because I just believe that the league itself, including Roger Goodell, just outright hates Tom Brady. So even with the voters and stuff like that, I don't think they're going to do it. And because of it being a regular season award, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like this, like Matty Ice, right? Matty Ice from the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, he had a great season last season, but I don't think he should have been the MVP, because I don't think that he's that guy that's going to take his team to the next level. Look, I'm ready to argue with you Falcons fans if you guys are ready, but I'm just saying, based on the, you know, when you really need him to come through, he's not that guy. We saw it in a 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl. So, like I said, that's why I prefaced it by saying I know it's a regular season award. But looking at it right now, right? If Deshaun Watson was still playing, let's just say if he was still playing, he would be in that conversation for MVP as well, in addition to Carson Wentz and Tom Brady. But it's just very, very sad to watch it, because Tom Savage, I don't really know how to describe him. You know, like how, if you guys watched the Dave Chappelle show, when they used that melted Snickers bar to make it look like it was doo-doo and stuff like that, bro. Like straight, you just took a dump. That's pretty much what I think about when I watch Tom Savage play. He's a trash can also. So we know that the Texans are not going to be able to do the things that they were doing with Deshaun Watson, obviously. So it's very, very tough to watch the games. But injury is a part of the game. It's just that when it comes to the quarterback position, and it's these freak incidents. Like, he didn't even get injured on the field. He got injured in practice. It's just like, yo, what's going on right now? We got to wait to see exactly what happens, how he rebounds. But I wish the Texans fans nothing but, a speedy recovery for him, and the best for him and his family, coming back and stuff like that. But he is definitely missed, man, because it's not enjoyable to watch Tom Savage running around like he's like a chicken without a head, bro, throwing picks, doing whatever. He's just doing whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's regular stuff. Not to say that Deshaun Watson didn't have his rookie mistakes, but Tom Savage is a bum, and it's obvious what you're going to get when he's out there on the field. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys understand that these are the things that are going through my mind. And like I said, we're all geniuses watching the video, so you guys are probably thinking the same thing. What if Deshaun Watson never got injured? We touched on Clowney already. He had that big blow-up block in the backfield. That was what everybody was talking about. I didn't really care for it as much. I focus more on the Ravens' defense, because I think they're getting back into form. Will they make a playoff run? I highly doubt it. And yeah, I'm going to say it loud. Doubt. Yes. Ravens fans, no. You're not going anywhere. Okay? So let's just cut it out. Because Joe Flacco, or Fluco, whatever Skip Bayliss calls him, he's... in the playoffs, he has one of the most unbelievable records ever. The problem is, I don't know how their season is going to end based on the way he's still not that guy right now. You know, he still has the big arm. I give him that. But he's still not that guy. And on the defensive side of the ball, you know, they have studs. Like Terrell Suggs made some really, really freakish plays. He actually thanked his parents for his genetics during the post-game conference. But with all those jokes aside, I'm looking at the quarterback position. And I don't think, even if they go to the playoffs as a wild card, right, because they're still fighting for that position, for the wild card, they have to win a game. Now, if they win that game and somehow play the Patriots, they have been sort of Tom Brady's kryptonite in certain situations. But I just don't think it would happen now. I think Tom Brady, at this point in his career, he knows what he has to do. He understands that there's no time for failure in the playoffs. I do see the Patriots going to the Super Bowl simply because of that. Because he's playing at a level that I really didn't think he would be playing at this high of a level at 40 years old. And keep in mind, when the season started, he was getting ramsacked. He was getting smashed up. Dudes was like triple, quadruple, similar to what they do in the Flacco right here in this pick. If you're listening to me on iTunes, Android, or iHeartRadio, there's an actual picture on YouTube that I'm talking about right now where they're just pummeling Joe Flacco. That's what was happening to Tom Brady throughout the entirety of the beginning of the season. Obviously, Bill Belichick is going to make some adjustments. They figured out what was going on, pick some guys up off the street, revamp the O-line, and Tom Brady has a little bit more time, but his footwork and stepping up in the pocket has been what's been making him more successful. But Joe Flacco, he is Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very, very fortunate guy. Like there's a lot of people that gets that one big break and then they're all set. He made that run to the Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl and he got paid. And that's going to be his legacy. There's not going to be anything else about it. The guy's not a Hall of Famer. There's none of that stuff going on. But he was able to do something. And with the way the market is, you got to overpay quarterbacks. And it's as simple as that. And that's why we bring up the Kirk Cousins situation, because the Redskins already screwed up. They could have got him for a lot cheaper. Now the dude, it works out. Sometimes you get these blessings. And these are blessings for these athletes because all in all, with all jokes aside, the NFL is a very, very tough sport to play. So we joke around. I joke around. I call them bums, which they are. But it's a very, very difficult sport to play, and they put their bodies on the line every week for our enjoyment. So that being said, Joe Flacco's a total bum. That's the reason I don't really give the Ravens a chance, because they're not the 2000 Ravens defense with Ray Lewis. They're not that defense, but they're good enough to get them, get stops, get the ball back. But what are you going to do with it on offense? Because Joe Flacco is like 1 second from throwing the pick every time he gets the ball. So I don't really trust him as a quarterback going forward. And that's what I'm really looking at right now, because you guys are asking me to shape up the AFC and the NFC picture. And the way that I'm looking at it right now, I don't trust the Steelers. And week 15, when they play the Patriots, we're going to learn a lot about that, because the biggest thing about the Steelers, they play down to their competition and then they try to jump back up and play up to competition. That's not how you got to play everybody the same way. That's why the Patriots do what they do. It's not many teams that go out there and do that other than the Eagles this year. Let me just say that. Doug Peterson got them boys playing crazy. Let me just say that right now. The Eagles are playing like if they go to play a team that's bad, they beat the blood out of that team. That's why they're scary. Because when you start doing that, you're ready. You understand. Like, look, all right, no matter who comes out on the field, even if it's a Pee-wee League football game and it's 6- and 7-year-old guys out there, we're running them over. That's the mindset of competitors. And that's what the Eagles are doing. That's why I feel like the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as well. I think it's going to be the Patriots and the Eagles, because there's no other teams doing that other than the Patriots and the Eagles right now. When a team is trash, they handle their business. If a team is good, they handle their business. There's no up and down. The Steelers, I don't really think that they're there. I don't think that they're there yet. You know what I'm saying? I really just don't think that they are mentally stable enough to go and beat the Patriots at the Patriots. That's just my opinion with it. We'll see what happens if they do. Like I said, I have no problem apologizing to you crazy Steeler fans, but I don't think it's going to happen. So moving forward, even if the Ravens make a wild card, who are they a threat to? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you just analyze what's going on, the way that they've been playing and the way that Joe Flacco's been playing, he's barely doing anything. He's not really out there balling or showing us that he's back. He's playing mediocre, if we're being honest about it. That, it was a mediocre showing. We have to be objective about it. I'm not hating on the man. I'm very, very happy he got his money, because like I said, not everybody gets the opportunity to do it. He won a Super Bowl, pay the man. But what we're getting from him right now is not that type of money. Like, he's like Des Bryant. He's not worth the money that they're paying him. There's other guys that are outplaying him for less money. That's all I'm saying about the situation. And I don't like their chances going forward in the playoffs. Defensively, I like the way they're coming alive right now. But this is a team that lost to the Jaguars. So, when we didn't even know the Jaguars were going to be decent, and they made Blake Bortles go wild on them. So I don't really know. Obviously, the season has gone on and they've gotten better, but we have to wait to see exactly what goes on in the near future. I want you guys to always remember that you can download these podcasts for free at GmiasWorld, iTunes, Android, iHeartRadio, and we're always here on YouTube as well. So if you want to go back and check out all the previous podcasts, I've done the whole holiday system with the Thanksgiving games and everything included. Definitely check those out. Leave your feedback. Let me know what you're thinking. But at the end of the day, I'm not knocking you Ravens fans. I'm just being objective. If you want me to lie to you, you're not going to get it here. Go someplace else to get that kind of information. But Jadeveon Clowney is a huge bright spot, and I do really miss Deshaun Watson like I know a lot of you do. Until next time, one love.